The mainland is almost visible. It causes righteous indignation to think that our rich homeland is now under the yoke of the Chinese communists. Righteous indignation, knowing that our homeland is under the yoke of the Chinese communists. Them's fighting words. You know, whoever sat behind this desk was really important, because there's two telephones. And look at that. A modern TV. This is living. 可以进来吗？
可以，现在要买票了，嘿
100块。
呀，
给你吗？
给他。
OK。
还要买票。满65岁没
？61岁。
61岁，还年轻。
还不够的。
还不够了。100块。
谢谢你。
哎，请进。
Behind me is a guy I haven't seen in a while. Used to see his statues in front of every school, I think every government building. But his reputation has become a little tarnished over the last few years, so we're not going to mention him. Actually, I have to mention him, because I was reading about Cheng Ching Lake, and in the olden days, Chiang Kai-shek used to have a villa on these grounds. This place, Cheng Ching Lake, Cheng Ching Hu, used to be kind of a big deal when it first opened in the 1960s. But if you've watched as many videos about Kaohsiung as I have, I've never seen anybody actually come here. And as you can see, no one is actually here. It is 2 o'clock on a weekday, but still. So this is the Cheng Ching Lakeside Resort, and as you can see, it looks abandoned and closed. It seems like this tourist attraction has been largely forgotten, which is a shame. It's a lovely space, it really is. So behind me is the late president's winter house, Cheng Ching residence. He used to come down here in the winter and hang around when it was cold in Taipei. Looks like they're cleaning up from a recent typhoon. And this building looks all but abandoned, but let's see if we can get in. Ni hao, 可以进来吗？
可以，欢迎。
可以看一看。好，谢谢。In 1961 or 1962, this was at the peak of modern country living. You know, whoever sat behind this desk was really important, because there's 2 telephones. There'd be 3 telephones if he had 3 ears. But not even Chiang Kai-shek had 3 ears. And look at that. A modern TV. This is living. It's actually a great looking house. I mean, it's way out of date, but I would love to live there. Except for this heavy equipment. I mean, this place is unbelievable. I guess the heavy equipment's okay. throw it in on the deal. Here's a sightseeing pavilion. Or maybe not a pavilion. I looked it up on Wikipedia. You can do the same thing. But I believe this is a man-made lake. And I believe it used to be a bit of a water supply for Kaohsiung. You know, at times like this and in places like this, it's hard to believe that I'm living in a city of 1.7 million people. Where are they all? They're not here. Do they know something I don't know? Yeah, so quiet. Be nice to live over there. Have a view of the lake. That's about as peaceful as you can get in Kaohsiung. And look at this. Never miss the opportunity to be educational. The flamboyant tree. It's a good name for a tree. This is a little dangerous. Here's another one. Beef wood. Never heard of these things. So this is the Bridge of 9 Turns. I'm taking this with my cell phone. I don't know what the 9 turns symbolize. I looked it up, but the Wikipedia page hasn't been created yet. So I'm gonna guess that you need 9 turns for the ghosts to stop following you. I think that's a good guess. I mean, being followed by ghosts is like the worst thing that can happen to you in Taiwan. Houses are like shoes. They'll either fit you or they won't. Chiang Kai-shek's old house. That would certainly fit me. That's a good house. All right, the final stop today on our visit to Cheng Ching Lake. I hate leaf blowers. Our final stop today on our trip to Cheng Ching Lake is this Cheng Ching pagoda. It's really tall, 7 floors high. I guess I'll have to go up. But before we do, let's just read this plaque because the very last line is just wonderful. You enjoy the scenery of the lake and verdant gardens to the west and the Taiwan Strait, green ocean and blue sky above, great and marvelous beyond the strait. The mainland is almost visible. It causes righteous indignation to think that our rich homeland is now under the yoke of the Chinese communists. Righteous indignation, knowing that our homeland is under the yoke of the Chinese communists. Them's fighting words. I have righteous indignation. Whoever invented the leaf blower should be shot. It's a tall motherfucker. Well, since I came all this way, I've walked about 14,000 steps to get here. I have no choice but to go up the 7 floors to the top and take in the view, perhaps with righteous indignation. Level 1. It is with righteous indignation that I feel they forgot to put an elevator in this place.